Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Tranquil Waters by Stevie. We are in April. We are working on wrapping up April. Actually, we are close to calling this month good. Bye-bye. Moving on to May. What do we need to do? Well, we need to get some planting done. I think on field 4 right here. I think we're going to go with some sorghum, or as the professionals call it, sorghum. Oh wait, there's not a second R. Oh. Yeah, I'm just being smart. Yeah, we need to plant some sorghum, I think, and some odds and ends, and we'll call it good for April. Happy Tuesday, by the way. Hope everyone's doing well. I think we're just gonna hop in the old John Deere. What is it, John Deere 8 R370. For the life of me, someday I'm going to get used to the naming convention that John Deere uses. As long as they don't change it by the time I get used to it. Just thinking, does our little buddy up front? No, not you. Apparently our weight does not open. I thought it did open. I think there is a cherry box out there that opens. This one, not so much. Well, let's go grab some fertilizer. I don't think we need it. Actually, you know what? Let's grab some seed. That's what I'm more worried about. Let's not worry about fertilizer. We sprayed field 4, so we should be good to go. Oh, there we go. Just gotta line it up. Hello? I was lined up. I'm not anymore. Oh wait, maybe that's all the seed that's in there. You know what? I think that is. It is indeed. All right. Well, we took what seed there was. So let's just go get started. I was thinking a while back, a few episodes ago. My apologies again. My throat is acting up on me a little bit. So if I take a pause for an adult water beverage, I do apologize. A while ago, I struggled a bit with getting Courseplay to work on a custom field. And that's kind of been in the back of my head for a while. In the back of my little mind, I've been like, why did that not work? It's worked for me before. And then it occurred to me, and we're going to just try it. So let's just, I'll show you what it occurred to me. There on Courseplay, and actually for you PC and Mac players, there is a new version of Courseplay out on their GitHub site with multiple fixes. In fact, I would say without a doubt, it has the most amount of fixes I've ever seen listed on their GitHub version, at least. So you might want to pick that up if you haven't yet. Hopefully it's not too buggy. There is a prefer custom fields option right here that is by default deactivated. And I think that might have been what was causing my issue before. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit field 4, and I realize we're going to seed the entire field with sorghum. But we are going to just see if my thought on what didn't work before is correct. So we'll just get fairly close to what I want to do. Actually, we'll just go all the way over. We might miss a little bit, but that's okay. I can go back and clean it up and go over. And this is about as simple a custom field as you're going to get. So we're going to save that custom field. Bingo. Now the question is, can we now create a job? Which is where I got stuck before. Create a job. Oh, look at that. It's working. So I think that's what the problem was before. Actually, you know what? The tech in me just said, hey, Brad, hello. Where's that stinking prefer custom fields? Let's deactivate that. I know, you all are so excited. Yeah, that was the problem. See how it wants to do the whole field now? Well, I don't want you to do the whole field. I want you to prefer custom field. That's what I prefer. So create job, custom field. There we go. Well, beautiful. All that, and actually, you know what? We can kick off. We can kick off a help. Yeah, why not? We'll kick them off. Let's create a job. We'll let them do that. We have a few odds and ends that we can do, so we might as well go ahead and let him have at it, or her, whoever shows up to do the job. I don't think we need 30 headlands. I think that might be excessive. However, that fence is there. I am going to do 6. Clockwise is fine. 14 is fine. We can generate that. We'll generate a course inside this custom field if it doesn't crash my game. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. We actually could. I bet we could do that. And I bet it'll just do the loop-de-loops. Yep, that's pretty much a loop-de-loop. I think we'll take it. We'll take it and run with it. First waypoint is good. Sorghum is selected. The only other thing that I should probably disable, and I always forget where it is we don't want it to use allow reverse pathfinder. Isn't there something here that says allow the use of fertilizer or some nonsense? Yeah, sewing machines use fertilizer. Deactivated. Because I believe we have thoroughly fertilized this field. So we're good. First waypoint, go. As long as it's not office worker dude, which it is not. You can usually tell if it's him from a distance with his lovely button-down collar shirt, his Dockers and chinos. Chinos. What's the difference between chinos? I don't even know what chinos are. I'm so bad with clothes. I just look for the big and tall, man. That's all I look. Hey, who makes that? I think that's made by Big and Tall. Oh yeah, okay, cool. That's my knowledge of clothing. I should be better at it. I really should be. I used to care. You know, I cared about clothing. I legitimately cared about what I wore until I got to college. Then once I was in college, I was like, I don't care at all. In fact, I'm just getting out of bed. Whatever I wore to sleep last night, it's what I'm going to class in. And that's what I did for the most part. And that was generally sweatpants and a sweatshirt. I think I had like 7 outfits. In fact, I might have even had like, I seem to remember there being, I don't know if it was a workout line or what it was, that had actual tags on the clothing that helped you match pants to shirts. And I think that was my favorite brand. I don't even know what that was, but I remember buying, my mom telling me, look, Brad, you can't go wrong with just getting tan pants and navy blue. Everything goes with tan and navy blue. I think that's what it was. It might have been tan and black. Not really sure, but tan and navy blue, I think, is what she told me. Actually, I think navy blue was my mom's go-to for a suit color. I think that's what it was. I think she was like, if you're going to own one suit, own a navy blue suit. You can wear it everywhere. I haven't owned a suit in probably 20 years. And I just thought of something. This was the mistake I made before. I don't know why I'm talking about clothing, but I don't know why I talk about half the things I do. You all put up with it generously, so I appreciate that. I don't think I can change it now. Shoot. I really kind of wanted to. Can I change? I don't think I can change it. Let's pause this for a sec. Working with, I can change that. What I'm trying to change, because I keep forgetting when I do multiple headlands like this, I keep forgetting to change that headland overlap, the 14-15% overlap thing. I keep forgetting to change that, but you know what? I'm not going to worry about it. We're just going to let him run. Just go, dude. Sorry I stopped you. Who'd we get this time? Nice. Very nice. She is rocking the John Deere. She does a good job. I'm telling you, the female workers, the female drivers, and I don't know if this is a Giants thing or what, but I am almost convinced at this point that the female AI does a better job than the male AI in this game. I'm pretty sure about it now. Alright. Let's stop farting around. Let's collect some milk. We'll take our milk over to our homogenizer. I am once again in a perky mood. I got some sleep last night. I started taking multivitamins. I honestly don't believe in them. Well, I believe in them. They exist. I'm not sold on them. I am a believer in the studies that I looked at on the internet, because the internet is always the truth. Can we pick up poop with a tanker? I know we can pick up slurry, but can you pick up manure? Because this thing picks up solid fertilizer. Yeah, it won't pick up manure. Studies say that if you have a balanced diet, you absolutely do not need multivitamins. And I believe that. I do. I'm a believer. The part of that, though, that doesn't fit for me is the balanced diet. That's the key. I think those are the key words, is balanced diet. My diet consists of about 90% cheese and 10% bread. I probably need to be more like 80% cheese, 10% bread, and then the other 10% is like whatever else is on the pizza. That's my diet. Or on the taco, on the enchilada, maybe the spaghetti, maybe, I think you're getting the idea of where I'm going with this. So with a balanced diet, somebody who actually eats healthy, they probably don't need multivitamins. Me, on the other hand, it's clear I have, I think what doctors would say, multiple deficiencies. Multiple deficiencies. Yeah, I think that's fair to say. I think we can dump off whatever leftover digestate we have here. This is kind of a nice little digestate dumping ground. Or actually, I'm sorry, slurry. My bad. And let's go see if we can pick up some digestate. Some batteries or some batteries. Where do we get digestate from? Is it, I always forget, is it compost? Apparently not. It's silage, I bet, right? Yeah. Ooh. That's not much. That's not much at all. Well, I don't know if we really need it. I know that our seeds or our, one of these two like digestate. Yeah, this one likes a little bit of digestate, so let's throw that in there. Now, I don't think now is a good time to sell homogenized milk. I don't know why I'm saying that like I'm calling a ball game or the beginning of a wrestling match, but it just comes to me right now. Yeah, we're not at a good time for selling homogenized milk. That's okay. We don't need it. We don't need the money yet. We can always sell compost. That seems to be the go-to. However, seeds, I want to make more seeds. And the only way we can make more seeds is what we don't have, which is wheat, barley, and oats, I believe. believe, are the 3 seed. Whoa, get rid of that. Are the 3 seed. The 3 seed deals. Let's take a quick peek and make sure I'm not losing my mind on that one. Where's our seed production, Brad? There. Well, I was already on it. That's helpful. Wheat, barley, oats. Yeah. Well, we'll have some later in the year, but not right now. For now, we're gonna have to buy seed. Speaking of, oh, you're doing fine. I think we'll be able to tackle. I think we'll be able to tackle this whole field with what seed we have. I think get the old sorghum going down. This headland business, I'm telling you, it's working. I mean, see how Courseplay never has to stop? It just slows down for the corners, and off she goes. No forward, backing up nonsense. It just is doing the racetrack. I love it. It's a little dizzying, but otherwise it's quite nice. And you can always go back and fill up the little corner jobbers if you want to. That only takes a minute to do if you really care about that kind of thing. Very nice indeed, Mr. Courseplay. This was something I was doing. Uh-oh. Now we're doing the back and forth. Oh, probably because the headlands are so getting a little tight now for the driver. All right, what else do we need to do to clean up April? How's our... That thing's kind of making me dizzy. How's our cows doing? Water's good. Straw's good. Check. Total mixed rations are actually decent. I don't think we'll have to worry about those too much. We could go do a little total mixed rations fill up. I'm going to turn you off. You're kind of making me a little sick to my stomach here. I'm lowering the front weight instead of the... There we go. We're just going to knock this little bit left. Knock this, what's left here, out. Something looks different about what I'm doing and what it was doing. Why is that? Why is that? That makes me a little concerned. Why do my paths, my little paths look different than the helper's paths? Hold on a second here. Let's kill that. It doesn't look like... Maybe it's putting down just a little bit of fertilizer or something. Do you notice that though? How where I went, it's lighter, it's darker. I bet that's because of the fertilizer. That's the story I'm going with. Even though I'm not really putting any down, technically, I think that's probably why. It looks like the kind of color you would get if you were applying fertilizer as well as seeds. Can we all agree on that one? We'll all agree on that one. Let me clean up this edge here a little bit, and we've got the rest of the field to knock out. You know, that's kind of handy too. If you've got a large field, like a really large field, and you want to split the crops, and you don't feel like plowing up, you know, maybe down the field, just make a couple of custom fields, or make a couple of custom fields, send Courseplay on its way. That'll split your field up. I don't know if I've ever done that really. I don't play maps, the 4X and larger maps. I was looking at a 16X map the other day. Wow. 4X maps, you can tell, right? You can kind of tell they're big. But if you get into a 16 map, whoo, doggies. It legit is like big. Legit driving distances, and you really do feel like it's a map that you could play for a year and really not completely get everything done or own every field on it, because it's just so massive. And this 16x map I was looking at, I think it was it had its share of errors, unfortunately. It was one I saw out on a download site somewhere. It had a few errors. I think it would be playable. I wouldn't run a bunch of mods on it, I don't think. I mean, as far as like, I probably wouldn't be running any of Giant's DLC on it, because I don't think it was made for... It certainly wasn't made for the premium expansion. But it had this field. The largest field that it had was basically the size of this map. You want to talk about getting like multi combines. Can you imagine doing a field that's the size of a standard map, like potatoes or sugar beets, and not being able to use any kind of cheat or any kind of special speed mod or, you know, big headers or anything like that, just having to use stock in-game equipment? First of all, the amount of potatoes or sugar beets you would get would be astronomical. But then the time it would take to actually knock that out would be crazy. I have thought about getting into a Let's Play with no mods. Part of the Make Brad Suffer. In fact, there's a great, out on our Discord Discord server, I guess it's a service, Speedboat. Hey, Speedboat. Out on our Discord server, and I apologize, I do not remember who left this post. It's a classic. I love it. It made me laugh pretty good. Made me laugh several times, actually. I think it was in our suggestions section for future. I think it's in this suggestions for future Let's Plays. I could be getting this all wrong. But anyways, the person took the time, and I absolutely love it, because I can tell actual time went into this. It wasn't just like a quick, yeah, Brad, I think you should just do a start from scratch. You know, this person actually took the time to bullet point and list out everything that would make my life miserable in Farming Simulator. They either know me better than, which is kind of creepy, but I think they know me. First of all, they know me quite well, so they must have watched at least a few of my videos to gather what things I detest about having to do in the game. Love the game, but there's always things you just don't want to do or don't like doing. Sugarcane. I mean, really, who likes sugarcane? Or that stinking not bamboo, the stinking little trees. Little trees. Boy. It's times like this when I have to go, and I can't believe that I can't remember what the name of the stinking crop is. It's the sugarcane, cotton, sorghum, grapes, olives, poplar. Who likes poplar? Who does poplar? I did poplar on Kubota Farm. We did some poplar, and there was nothing really truly satisfying about it in any way, shape, or form for me. I just really felt like I didn't enjoy it. I got through it with some heavily modded equipment, and that was it. You know, that's the extent of it. It's the same as I would do with stinking sugarcane. Now, if I got into the right mood, I guess if I was in the right mood and I was just taking my time and playing really trying to play as realistically as possible that I'm capable of playing, you know. Maybe I would enjoy it more, but I clearly am not someone who gets into that kind of thing. However, this person had some really, really good ideas about just making my life miserable on a Let's Play. And indeed, I am going to take those suggestions to heart, because we are going to do a Let's Play that I may not walk away from. I don't know, we'll see. The way I figure it is this. It's kind of simple. We're going to do a Let's Play, because I've been wanting to do it, after Tranquil Waters. I think it's fair to say that I can commit to the fact that it's going to be some sort of pain train. It's going to be some sort of, I don't have money. I don't know what equipment I'm planning on yet. I don't know if it's going to be starting off with just a chainsaw, or if it's going to be, you know, at least cut me some slack and let me have a tractor. I don't know yet that part. But I do know it's going to be very little money to start with, if none at all. It's going to be on hard difficulty. It's going to include... I've given this a lot of thought. I can't do stones. I can't do stones. I thought, you know what, that would actually be a really good thing to have enabled. Field stone? No. I can't do it. Weeds are bad enough. Field stones? No. But I think I'll have everything else enabled, so it'll be what? Periodic plowing, lime, weeds. I forget. Is there anything else that you can turn on and off? Oh, crop destruction. Yep, that's going to be on. That's something I basically never play with, is crop destruction, but that's going to be enabled. Yay. It's just going to be all the things I hate. But the cool thing is this is how, you know, you expand yourself. And this is how you figure out if maybe it's something you like a little more than you thought you would, you know. I always go back to Hinterland. You know, it's like with Hinterland, I really wasn't so sure that I was going to enjoy that very much, having to do all those placeables and all that stuff. But man, that was like one of my favorite maps I've played in Farm Sim for a long time. So who knows? Maybe this will be a good, healthy experience. What is it? Somebody used to tell me pain is just weakness leaving the body. So maybe that's the way to look at it. Pain is just weakness leaving the body. I think I told my doctor that one time. And I believe he basically told me, first of all, he obviously did not agree. I think his response was, professionally, pain is your body telling you something's wrong, Brad. But second of all, if you go by the standard of pain is just weakness leaving the body, that's, you know, probably how people shorten their lifespan quite a bit, I would assume. But he was a good doctor. Unfortunately, he got brought up on charges, but he was good. He's spending 10 to 12 in a federal prison, but otherwise he was a really good doctor. He was a fun doctor. He had a really good sense of humor, and but he honestly didn't get in trouble, but I think not like trouble, but I think he did get into some trouble because he pushed what do I want to say? multivitamins and vitamins and stuff on people quite hard. In fact, that wasn't even the worst of it necessarily. The problem is that it was his own product, more or less. So he was kind of... So instead of writing you a prescription, which he would do eventually, and maybe there was some goodness to that. You know, maybe, you know, I don't know. You know, everybody's got their own opinion about medicines and vaccinations and stuff like that. I know for me that I can tell you right now, without surgery, I probably wouldn't be here talking to you right now. Without surgery, I definitely wouldn't be playing this lovely game right now. So I am indebted greatly to medical science. That being said, maybe a lot of us do rely too much on the old scripts, and maybe there was some goodness to being able to rely more on natural things. But unfortunately, I think a lot of his clients started complaining to either the health board. I think some insurance got involved, because insurance is not going to cover a 30-day supply of vitamin C that cost $150. You know? At least not my insurance. Let's repair that. You know what? Fine, I will paint our trailer. Oh, $2,000 to paint the old... How you looking, buddy? You don't need paint, do you? No, you look amazing. You're just fine. Yeah, this trailer, I noticed, look at the frame rate. Dump to the 40s. And I know that, oh, yeah, see, not good. See that? I think that's the trailer. Mr. Uh-oh. Yeah, this trailer's done that to me before. Loki recently did an update on the Universal Auto Load mod, which this trailer has, by the way. And I noticed one of the things that he mentions, I believe it's a he, might be a she, that there were some frame rate corrections or something I thought was in the description of the update. So maybe there's something, but obviously has not completely fixed this. Where I typically run into frame rate problems with it, it seems like, is when I initially load it and unload it. It's almost like it thinks there's stuff still there. And sometimes unhooking it and hooking it back up, sometimes doing the tension belt, sometimes loading stuff. And see, if we come back over here, no more 40s. No more 40s. So yeah, there's something going on still with this auto load trailer that causes me some headaches. Anyways, I love his auto load mod, so I just kind of deal with it. It's never too significant, and it's correctable most of the time. That's all I got to say about that, and that's all I got to say about this episode, because I think we can put a wrapper on April for the most part. I can tidy up a couple things before I say goodnight. And actually, you know what? I think we could probably... Let's just take a quick peek ski at our productions. So we've got the multi-fruit silage is being made. We always need silage being made. That's a lot of silage being made. That's good. We've got silage going on for our TMR. We should have plenty of TMR. Liquid fertilizer and solid fertilizer. We've got plenty of seeds. We're just waiting for some wheat, barley, or oats. The composter is in constant generation, because that's just cash money in the bank right there. As opposed to regular cash, that's cash money. What is the difference between cash and cash money? I forget that we have these greenhouses. They're pretty slow producing. but I just like to make sure they're up to snuff. And we've got TMR, like I mentioned. We've got plenty of TMR. I don't think our cows will ever go hungry. Pig food, we have yet to make any, which is unbelievable because that was like the first thing I wanted to make. Our brewery seems to be constantly happy. I mean, do you remember we bought grapes and we bought sugar? We bought grapes and sugar. I believe the first or second episode of this series. I don't think I've ever bought any more grapes or sugar. And that has lasted that long. Honey, we do grab from our little busy bees. Honey's 47,000. Again, we probably would have made a lot more money selling the honey outright. This brewery, I just don't think is very. It hasn't given me the vibe of being super financially beneficial. Boy, I should think of a better way to put that. Financially beneficial, yeah. It doesn't bring in a lot of stinking money, is what I'm trying to say. For passive income, it's more passive than it is income. I think the monkey does a better job than easily than those greenhouses, and I believe better than the brewery. But anyways, I don't want to leave on a negative note. I don't want to be negative Nancy because I love this map. So I think what we should do is leave on a more positive, lovely, I don't know, tranquil, meditative note. Do I have the speed on this thing? Because this thing does not do well with the turbocharger on it. Yeah, I got the turbocharger. All right. We'll just try and keep a straight course. It's just going to take a little drive in the duck and the swan. Actually, I think it's a swan. I don't know. Maybe it is a duck. Oh, it's out of control. I think I lost our golf cart somewhere. Actually, I was going to look. I think I lost our golf cart in the river somewhere here. And I thought I left it there, but maybe it reset someplace, but then it was gone. And I don't remember selling our golf cart. The last thing I remember was... Oh, here comes Speedboat. You want to see a speedboat? Let's go. I got you right here. Yeah, that's all right. But yeah, I remember the last thing I seem to remember with our golf cart is I drove it into the river. And that was it. I haven't seen it since. We're catching up. Woohoo! Woohoo! Uh-oh. So much for that. All right. I better let you all go. I'm sure 90% of you have left already. So thanks for watching. Thanks for checking out the video. Thanks to all the new subscribers. Really appreciate it. Somehow or other, I've managed to Forrest Gump my way through clearing 600 subscribers, which is unbelievable. 538 of those have been paid for. So actually, I'm doing pretty good still. I'm just kidding. But yeah, if you want to join our lovely group here, feel free to subscribe. Feel free to become a member as well if you'd like. It's very cheap. Also, join our Discord server. Would love to have you there. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, as always. That would be much appreciated. And I'll be back here in Tranquil Waters tomorrow for some more fun and hijinks. April, May, we will be in May unless something happens unexpected. We should be in the lovely month of May. Take care, everyone. Make sure you take care of yourselves and each other. And I'll see you soon. Bye for now.